Hi, boys and girls. It's time for science story time. And today we're going to read about bubbles. This book is called Bubbles. That's a good name for it, I think, since it's about bubbles. And it's by Kit Chase, who also did the pictures. Kangaroo loved to blow bubbles. Do you like to blow bubbles? One day she saw some mystery bubbles, so she followed the bubble trail. Ooh, what will be at the end of it? And found koala. Hello, said Kangaroo. Koala didn't say anything. Koala climbed a tree instead. I think maybe Koala is shy. Hello, Kangaroo called. Koala still didn't say a word. Kangaroo took a lollipop out of her pocket. Koala didn't want it. She took out a pinwheel. Koala didn't want that either. Kangaroo's trying to be friends. But Koala doesn't want anything she has to give her father, said Kangaroo, walking slowly away. Kangaroo sat down to think and blow bubbles. Soon some bubbles floated her way again. Kangaroo and Koala blew friendly bubbles at each other. Oh, they found a way to be friends, even though Koala is still a little shy. They blew big bubbles and small bubbles. They blew crocodile bubbles and tiger bubbles. It was a happy bubble party. Suddenly, the bubbles began to stick together. They grew bigger and bigger. And even bigger. The bubbles had turned into a big bubble monster, and they were headed towards Kangaroo. Uh-oh. Yikes, cried Koala. Help, said Kangaroo. All of a sudden, Koala felt brave. Let's go get that bubble monster, said Koala. Ooh, what are they going to do? They're popping all the bubbles. Pop, 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 pop. Pop! That was a big pop. Kangaroo and Koala looked around. The bubble monster was gone. Hello, said Koala. Hello, said Kangaroo. Kangaroo had bubble gum in her pocket. And they blew bubbles happily ever after. The end. Now, they had two ways they blew bubbles in the book. They blew bubbles with bubble solution, which has a lot of soap in it, and with bubble gum. I'm going to show you how to make bubbles using something totally different. You won't blow it off. And they're going to be golden bubbles, just like Koala blew in the book. Now, this is pretty simple to do. I'm going to show you, and then you and your grown-up can try to do it, or you can try to mix things. Different things. I'm going to tell you that at the end. Now, you need water and something to shake your materials up in. I've already poured the water in for you, and you need some oil. This is vegetable oil. So I'm going to pour some vegetable oil in with the water here. And then I'm going to make sure I put the lid on very, very tightly. Now, when you do this at home, whatever you lid in, make sure your grown-up checks it first to make sure that it's on tightly. And I am going to take it and I'm going to shake it up really hard. And when I'm done, hopefully we'll see some golden bubbles. Let's see. Okay, now we're going to let it sit for a minute. Okay, it's separating out a little bit. Oh, I do see bubbles in there. Do you see the bubbles? Let's see what they look like from the top. I'm going to carefully take my lid off. I see some in there. Do you see them, boys and girls? And we'll see if you see any from the sides. They're down here now. They're right where the white meets the yellow. And you can see I have two colors. That's because the water and the oil didn't mix. They separated out. So the water is all on the bottom and the oil is all on the top. And while that was happening, we got golden bubbles. And now that it's settled, there aren't any more bubbles. So you can try to do this at home with your grown-up. You can try to replicate this experiment, but you can also do science. You can eat with this idea. This is called a salad cruet, and I use it to make salad dressing with, and I don't use water. I use vinegar when I make salad dressing and oil. So you can ask your grown-up if maybe you can make salad dressing together. And you can see how they separate it and how you have to shake it up really good. You get some bubbles in it in order to pour it on your food. Or you could try to mix some other things with the oil. Maybe you're going to have other ideas, or they have other things you can mix together. Maybe your grown-up can help you put some drink mix in the water and shake it up and see what happens. I hope that you're able to find some things to experiment with. Make sure you do this with your grown-up because you don't want to use food that they might be planning to make a meal with later, right? And then you'll have nothing to eat for dinner, and that won't be very fun. But before you go off to experiment and play around with your different materials and see what mixes and what settles after you mix it together and separates like your water and oil, be sure to have your grown-up click like. And if they haven't subscribed yet, they can click that as well. Bye, boys and girls.